the Chechens, the Russians, you know, there is a tendency among Russia to be very racist against the people of Central Asia and the Caucasus. You know, Alexander Navalny is on record at one point in time talking about the people of Georgia and calling them cockroaches and vermin. There's a term, a Russian term, chorny, and I won't use the second word, but it means but. But they call them black asses, and that's what they call it. That's sort of the American version of the N word, and they use that for Central Asians, for Southern Caucasus people. And so, if you don't manage this problem, and Putin was very genius about how he brought peace to Chechnya, working with the Chechens, elevating the Chechens, respecting their religious differences, their cultural differences, et cetera, to create this, what I call the Chechen miracle that exists today. And so Putin knows this. He knows the risks. He knows, because he had to fight through this. He had to overcome the desire on the part of many Russians to turn on the Chechens, to turn on these ethnicities. And Putin navigated Russia through that. So he understands what's going on. He understands the dangers. And so that's why his statement about, it is Russia is a nation that has multiple faiths, and we respect all religions and we respect all peoples, that we all have to get together. It's the perfect kind of leadership statement that has to be made at a time like that. And it needed to be made when it was made to dampen down the desire for revenge. Revenge is an ugly business. Look at the United States after 9/11, how quickly we, Americans lost all ability of rational thought. All we wanted to do is to attack. The president felt the political pressure. So we went into Afghanistan not to defeat al-Qaeda, but we suddenly turned it into, we're going to get rid of the Taliban and take over the nation. It's like, what the hell are you thinking? Why would you do that? Why would you take us down this path where we're not solving the problem we're supposed to be solving? And we never have, by the way. Al-Qaeda has never been defeated. It's out there functioning. In fact, at some point in time, we became allied with al-Qaeda in Syria. Insanity, because we lost focus. We became revenge oriented, and then we expanded the problem set to a degree that we didn't have an answer for it. Putin's not going to play that game. He has a tremendous success in terms of stability. And remember, it's not just what happened in Chechnya. A lot of people don't realize that in Tatarstan, during, I think, in 1995, the Tatars were talking about breaking away from Russia, and Boris Yeltsin had to come in and negotiate a deal that gave them control of the tax revenue derived from oil sales, et cetera. Putin inherited that, and Putin could have gone in there and played heavy-handed games, but he didn't. He went in and he treated the Tatars with respect, and they are a very much an autonomous republic that has large levels of autonomy in terms of the economic. And I've been to Kazan, and I have to tell you that the harmony between the Russians and the Tatars is never. It's there. I mean, there is. I'm sure you can find tension. There's always tension. I mean, there's tension anywhere you go, but there's not the kind of tension that the West would hope to exist. You're looking at the Tatars who say we are part of the Russian Federation, and that's the mindset that we in the West don't want. We want them to say we want to be independent from the Russian Federation, but the Tatars are very happy about where they stand in the Russian Federation. One of the reasons why BRICS is going to be held in Kazan is that Kazan is not just this city that has the ability to absorb outsiders. They played host to the FIFA World Cup, which meant a lot of people came traveling in, but it's also a Muslim republic. And so when you're bringing in an expansive BRICS that has a large number of Muslim nations, including Saudi Arabia, Iran, and the United Arab Emirates coming in, that's the Russia that Putin's fighting for. And what he doesn't want to do is give, the enemies of Russia any foothold into Russia by taking advantage, by breaking apart this harmony that he's worked so hard to build. And so that's why he gave the speech that he did. It's a very important speech.
This is why I bring